Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bella with Bella and the Phoenix. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Halloween. I know I'm so late coming up with this reading now, but it's been super busy in my world. But yeah, just hope that this reading today gives you guys some clarity. Just wanted to quickly dive into the Divine Masculine. And I'm kind of curious about if they are in a third party, like if that's going to come through, because when I was doing my pre-shuffle earlier today, it was almost like the masculine was feeling powerless and trapped with the memories of the past with this person that they're with or whatever. And so we're going to dive in and see. I'm pretty sure the messages are going to come through again, and that will serve as confirmation. And if it does resonate with you, then that means that I am tapping into your energy, and we could do a personal reading for you. The information is on the description box below. So I'm going to use my Halloween tarot cards, and let's just get right to it. Alright, so let's start off with the tarot. What is going on with the masculine's energy at this time? And we also had this lunar eclipse on Saturday this past week, and I feel like that's really helping the collective really shed those layers of things that have already completed a cycle, and you know that it's time to move forward, right, and let go and allow the new to come in. Right, when I'm saying that, airplanes flying by, so that's confirmation. Movement is happening. All right, let's see. First card out, we have the Three of Imps. In this deck is the Three of Wands, but in this verbiage is the Imps suit, but it's pretty much the Wands card. So it's almost like your person is trying to make a decision and they feel left out in a way because they stand out from other people. You know, like they're not built the same way. Then we have the Ten of Pumpkins at the bottom, which is a Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, it seems like they're trying to build their wealth, and you know, somebody is pulling their strings. I don't know, it's just kind of like unstable energy. Right when I'm saying that, the cards fell out of control. Wow. So to me, it also seems like your person's trying to make plans for the future, and they feel like I said earlier, they were feeling powerless, and that's coming through because they feel like somebody else is calling the shots. This could be work related, doesn't have to be. But yeah, they feel like the responsibilities are overwhelming them at this point. They're trying to make a plan to come out on top, but they feel outnumbered, you know what I mean? They feel a lot of opposition, a lot of people not siding with them. So that's why they feel left out, you know, like they feel a little bit alone. It could also be like they're trying to make a decision to make their life better, but they feel like that's why they're getting outnumbered, because people are against them. You know what I mean? Like they're feeling alone and wanting to do something for themselves because everybody else is telling them different. King of Wands. Yeah, I feel like your person is trying to stand behind their own desires and be independent, because we have the black cat here twice. I think the black cat shows up in every single one of these cards, but that's really what's standing out to me here, especially because we have the same suit here. And so while your person may feel like they're alone in this, they're standing strong in their belief. Like, I know I can pull this off. I know that I can, you know, overcome and like become the master of this situation. Yeah, bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. They're trying to figure out what they need to do to brew up like the right formula to make something happen. I'm going to find out what that is, but I feel like their desire is increasing, you know, going from the 3 to the King of Wands. That's building. The energy is building momentum, you know. It has to do with the relationship. The Two of Ghosts is the Two of Cups in this deck. So, yeah, I feel like your person is wanting to turn their back on a connection, and they're focused on what they need to do to strategize to get out of a connection that's no longer giving them the support that they once needed, you know? Or this could also be that they're contemplating on making the plans to show you that they want to be with you if you guys haven't been in a relationship or you're getting back together. We'll clarify here in a moment. But then we have the Knight of Bats. It's the Knight of Swords in this deck at the bottom of the deck. So they really want to make this decision pretty quickly, because they know that you're not going to sit here and wait for them forever, you know? So that's why they know that they have to act quickly and not take their time if they have before. Let's see what else. The Empress. There you are, Divine Feminine. Yeah, so I feel like for your person's energy, it always boils down to you. No matter how far they try to like remove themselves from your life or like turn their back on you, they always feel drawn to you. With the snake here as well, it's like a double-headed snake. They feel connected to you in ways that they never felt that before with anybody, and this is conflicting them with the Five of Wands at the bottom. So they're very conflicted about why they can't just make decisions on what they like to do, like their desires, because their emotions are leading them back to you. You know what I mean? It's almost like they try to be out of sight, out of mind, but at the end of the day, they can't shake you. You know, it's like that star is uniting you guys. You guys are like star-crossed lovers, is what I'm getting. And so the fact that we have one major arcana here in their energy and it's you, this is also pushing them to needing to finally confess their feelings and express their emotions. We're going to get more clarity on this, but that's just what I'm getting so far. Let's just see what else comes out. Let's see. Let's get, before we clarify, let's get an emotion card. How is the masculine feeling towards the Divine Feminine, the viewer, at this time? So sticking out. They're disappointed that they let you go because they feel like you're this balloon. Getting away from them. Bottom of the deck, we have depressed. I also feel like this person feels you moving on. Maybe you found another connection and they feel like they have to do the same and turn their back on you. This reminds me also of third party with the Three of Wands. So they feel like the third wheel now. It's almost like if you were the third party before, now the tables have turned. Because now they know what it feels like. It's like karma is coming back around and it's showing them what it feels like to be the third party. And so they're feeling disappointed because now they know what it feels like to lose you to somebody else. Wow. And it's really bringing them down. Like they're so depressed about it. Yeah, but at the top of the deck we have worried. They're very worried and uneasy. They feel like they're going down a dark space here, like a dark hole. I don't know. Maybe a dark night of the soul kind of energy. But very, very interesting. Before we pull some oracle cards, let's clarify the Three of Wands with this deck. Oh, and by the way, I had my birthday on Friday. I finally turned 41. Holla! It was the best birthday. I had a great time with my family, my friends. Yeah, it was really special. Especially being back home. It was just nice to be back with, you know, my family, and like just being home felt good. Yeah, see, we got the Fool. Okay. This person is finally wanting to confess their love to you. And this is why they could be talking to people about it, and they're getting in their head about it. Like people are telling them yes, or people are telling them why now, you know. And we have the Six of Pentacles at the bottom here. They're not feeling well. Like they could even be bedridden, you know, like with the weather changing especially. And it's almost like they're tired of wanting to start over, and they feel overwhelmed, like they don't have enough energy to gather up the courage to finally ask you out, or like ask for forgiveness. Because, you know, he's bringing her this rose, like, I'm sorry. Like, your person wants to apologize. And I also feel like they see you moving on your own adventure with the Fool. If you're, you know, if they themselves now feel like they're a third party and you're moving on with somebody else. Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, this person sees you being independent, moving on. And it's also making them want you more with the King of Wands, right? So I feel like this person is torn because they look up to you, and I feel like they could be wanting to play you a song. This lady's like playing the piano. You could be like their inspiration at night whenever they have the inkling or like the desire to create something new, or like make you a song to apologize. Yeah, the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So they're very heavy in their energy and their feelings about the past with you guys. Had something to do with breakfast, when you guys used to go out for breakfast or something. It's not going to resonate for all of you. But remember I said earlier on the pre-shuffle, I felt like the masculine's feeling trapped because they're stuck with the memories of the ghost, you know, of the ghost past. What is it called? That movie with Matthew McConaughey. The Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. That's kind of what this feels like, honestly. It feels like your person is struggling with thinking about when things were easier in the past. Whether it be when they met you when they were single, or they pretended they were single and made you a third party. This could go in so many different ways because it's a collective reading, but yeah, I feel like if you guys are dealing with somebody who's in a third party, they're desiring to be single. With the King of Wands and Nine of Pentacles, they want to be single. And they're trying to come up with a creative way of doing it. You know, to tell the third party, I want to start over. I don't want to be with you. I want to go on a new adventure. See you later, you know? We'll see how they feel towards the karmic, but for now, let's just break this down. Why is the Two of Ghosts here? Spirit. The Four of Cups. This is somebody who's not interested in a relationship. And it could be with the karmic. With the Three of Wands, again, which is what we started off with. So, I almost get here that your person feels also that they missed out on this shot with you because now you found somebody who matches your energy. And they feel like they missed their shot with you, you know? With the Three of Wands, King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like they keep staying up late at night thinking about how they really didn't wake up, you know, and smell the coffee. Like, this incense holder reminds me of the Six of Swords. And there's three wands here, so it reminds me of like the Three of Swords. So they're very heartbroken. We saw the depressed card, and what was the other one? Disappointed. And this guy looks very disappointed, you know, because it's almost like you guys could be in the same room, but your energies are different. So they feel disconnected from you. And that's bringing them into that depressed state. They're not getting enough sleep. You know, they're up late at night eating, you know, junk food. I mean, in this deck, obviously they're vampires, so that's obviously their food source. And so they're just not doing things how you normally would, you know, like eating late at night, not getting enough sleep. They're not really taking care of themselves and their energy right now. They're all over the place because they feel unstable is what I'm getting. You know, because if you really are moving forward with your life because you're stepping into your Empress energy, they're feeling like they also need to step up and become the Emperor. And now we have the Magician here to clarify the Empress, because you're manifesting, you're creating the life that you want, and they see that, and they're starting to feel like, I need to bring my A game too. Now we have the Three of Swords, bottom of the deck. This is breaking their heart, seeing you mastering yourself, manifesting your dream life, because they want to be a part of it and they're not. And they want to bring this into balance with the Justice card. Okay. Whew. Very heavy energy. Let's see. Why is disappointed here? Why are they disappointed, Spirit? Wow, these two wanted to come out together. The Lovers and the Tower. Wow. If that doesn't clarify disappointed, I mean, I don't know what. But to me, this is saying that your person is disappointed that after everything that has happened, now they realize that you're the one that they really want to be with. And they burn their house down, you know? Like, they burn this opportunity for you guys to build a home together, a life together. Remember we saw the Ten of Pentacles earlier? Somebody was pulling the strings for the piñata or whatever. So it's almost like your person is not realizing that they had the choice all along to not burn this down. But because of outside influences or self-sabotage, they decided that it wasn't up to them. But it really was. You know what I mean? So they're regretting letting you go. There's huge regret here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So it's keeping them up at night. And I said that earlier with the depressed energy. Okay. Two of Wands at the bottom underneath that. So it's almost like now any decision that they make is fueled by this negative energy, negative thoughts. And it keeps manifesting because they are not in a good vibrational energy. Why is depressed here? The King of Cups. Because they're in their feelings now. They really are. So they're depressed now because they feel this love for you and it has nowhere to go. See? It keeps permeating in the room and there's no way for them to escape this essence of you. They feel trapped with their feelings because they didn't let the feelings flow. So it's almost like they're drowning in these feelings. And it's keeping them stagnant with that depressed energy. Knight of Wands, Page of Cups, yeah. So that's why the overall energy is the Five of Wands and the Three of Swords, because your person feels like they did this to themselves, you know, that they willingly took the poison when they didn't have to, you know, they didn't have to do those things of doing unhealthy habits. They could have manifested the life that they wanted if they had first created the positive desire of the outcome that they want instead of the outcome that they didn't want, you know. It's like that self-fulfilling prophecy, you know. They just, you know, created their own reality based on the insecurity or not feeling good enough, right? Not feeling like they were matching you, comparing themselves to you. Let's see, let's get some oracle cards. Why is the Fool here with the Three of Wands? Optimistic. Right when I was saying thinking negative, right? This person feels like now they have to think more positive than before because now they're the only one standing, you know, trying to convince you to take them back or whatever the situation is. This also could be that they're in a third party and they're trying to be optimistic that things could start over again with their person that they're with, but they're anticipating here that things could get better, but they're masking. But yeah, I hope that doesn't get confusing, but take it how it resonates, guys. But it's going to be different for everybody. So let's clarify this King of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles. Communication. So this person is trying to find ways of communicating how they feel. And it could be through music because this lady's playing the piano. So they have a desire to, in a way, like confess their love to you. Yeah, see? Right when I was saying desire earlier, when we have the King of Wands, now we have desire here. Clouded and mysterious. So it's almost like their desire to communicate had been very stifled, and now it's almost like now they're getting inspired to bring clarity to their desire so that they can finally act upon it, right? To actually create something in the physical world, going from a desire of the Wands energy to the Pentacles energy, that's bringing it to physical form, you know, and it will be communicating with you. It could be telepathically, you know, but either way, this communication is coming because they've been staying up late at night thinking of ways of showing you that they've been able to have a life independent, you know, like not depending on anybody else. So it's almost like they want you to be proud of them. That's what I'm getting. But as far as like, if they're in a third party, I feel like they have a desire to communicate to that third party that they want to be single. Yeah, because they want to offer love to you and come home. Okay? Let's clarify this Two of Cups with Four of Cups. And it's interesting because if we add these up together, that gives us a Six of Cups. And remember I was saying this person is stuck in the memories. of how they didn't give you the love that you deserve. And also, if they're in a third party, they're not feeling fulfilled. I mean, because they're still hungry, eating late at night, you know? Yeah, and they're numbing it with opium here. They're drugging themselves into thinking that this junk food binge, whatever situation, could be satisfying for them. But it's not going to last in long term, you know what I mean? Like, it might give you a quick fix. But soulmate here at the bottom is telling me that if they're with a third party, they're starting to realize that they've been settling for this other person because they thought this person was their soulmate. But now they're starting to see with your connection how they need to stop settling and like wake up, you know? What's underneath this that's poking out? Undying love, yeah. To wake up from the dead, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm getting like judgment vibes is what I'm getting with this undying love. Like, this person never forgot about you. Even if they try to move on with somebody else, they try to numb the pain of losing you because they missed out on their chance. And it's almost like now they're starting to see that you're the one that makes sense with, you know, with their life. Like, you're the only thing that makes sense. Let's see, why is the Empress here with the Magician? Twin flame. So, remember how I said earlier, they see you creating the life that you want and they want to meet you in that same energy? They're trying to mirror you also, and they're trying to, like, they know that they have to step up and become the Emperor. Now we have messages at the bottom. So they could be gathering up the courage here to message you that they want to give you this offer because you are the Empress. And we have the Magician. The Magician's about taking action, creating the abundance of your life, the life that you want. Wow. Let's see, why is the Five of Wands here with Three of Swords? And Three of Swords also represents third party, guys. Depends how people read it, but I always see it as a third party as well. So they're feeling like, you can see her makeup is, she's been crying and like her makeup is running. This person could be crying a lot over this third party, and that's why there's a lot of conflict here. They've been fighting a lot, and they have a desire to change the situation. Desire came out again. It came out earlier for this communication with the King of Wands. So I'm getting here that this person desires to take a breather, be by themselves, get better, right? Heal from that poison that they were shooting themselves with. Yeah, because bottom of the deck we have evolving. They want to evolve out of this conflicting energy. We have the Knight of Pumpkins, which is the Knight of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Okay. So they feel like they have to make progress slowly, but at the same time, in their energy, they feel like they have a desire to heal and let go of this toxic connection that they're in. That, or if they're not with somebody, they could just be wanting to get better and heal themselves and take some time out for themselves, because they've been in contemplation here with the bat. And there's divine intervention there at the bottom. So I feel like the divine's not letting them have an easy go at this. And yeah, that's what's coming through. Let's clarify this disappointment with the Lovers and the Tower. And speaking of bats, now we have separation. So it seems to me, like I was saying, when this person let you go, it's almost like during separation they finally realized they made a mistake. They made a huge mistake because you guys were like twins, you know. Yeah, so they've been in introspection. This is like the Hermit's energy, that they really dropped the ball. And they're disappointed in themselves that they missed out on this chance with you. Because now somebody else is having, you know, this love with you. Or whatever the situation is. We have transformation, passageway, and getaway. So yeah, they want nothing more than to transform things. That's why they're in this deep, dark hole, because they're thinking about, I want things to be different. Remember I said this person had kept their emotions in a bottle? And they know that it would take them to transform, to go on a new path. Even this path looks like a bottle. They need a journey. They need to journey like within their heart space to finally make room for your connection. Remember we saw the Six of Cups earlier, and that I mentioned breakfast. We have this word here, the breakfast inn. So I feel like your person is fantasizing a lot about what could have been. And this could also be, they realize now that they're going to be disappointed if they let you go again and they don't let you know how they really feel, and they're going to be depressed because they never spoke up about their feelings, you know. Oh my God, now we have music with the piano. Okay, a whole different deck confirming the message. Yeah, ghosted underneath that. So they know that they abandoned this connection. Maybe there's a song called Ghosted. I don't know, but you guys might want to look into it. Very interesting energies. Let's just pull a card for how they feel. Let me use the tarot. How they feel towards the karmic. How does the masculines and the collective spirit feel towards the karmic partner that they're dealing with, or any other options that are in their situation? Okay, we have the Two of Swords. And you see she's over here like thinking things through with the King of Pentacles. Like they're not really making a decision yet about this karmic, but they really want to. But we have the Death card here at the bottom. So for that to be right underneath the King of Pentacles, to me, is saying that this person is giving it serious consideration because they know that they have to end it with the karmic. I mean, even he looks bored. You know, we saw the Four of Pentacles earlier. The Ace of Swords, Judgment. So they know they have to tell this person the truth, that they don't see this going anywhere. You know, it's time for judgment. Time to face the music. Yeah, Three of Swords at the top of the deck. And they know this is going to break both of their hearts, or one of their hearts. But either way, they know that they have to do this because they care about this person. That it would be cruel to keep this going when they don't feel like this is endgame. You know what I mean? Wow. Let's get an oracle card from the Ravens and Roses deck and see. Together, resolving to make things work between you. And I feel like this is why the Two of Swords came up, because they're trying to ponder, like, are we going to be able to make this work? You know? Yeah, are we going to have abundance with this connection? Together you create good fortune and prosperity. Diverge, being on different levels or growing apart. So it's almost like Spirit is saying here that this person is pondering about things with the karmic because they want to have abundance. Maybe they both make good money together. They have a lot of opportunities to, you know, make a lot of memories and things happen. But in the background, we have 5 of Wands here. It's like people are fighting. They're not on the same page. And then now we have diverge, where it says being on different levels or growing apart. And that's usually what happens, right? Usually you either grow together with somebody or you grow apart. And so I feel like with the Judgment, the 3 of Swords, the Ace of Swords, I mean, that's right there saying that they're going to make a decision. They're going to have some kind of clarity that they have to end this connection, because it's a final judgment call, right? It's almost like karma has to be served so that things could be put back into balance. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, we have Shaman, affirming the sacred masculine in yourself. Remember how I said your person is wanting to step into the Emperor energy? I feel like that's why this card came out, because they're starting to realize that they can't just be passive and let life, flow by and be in their feminine energy and not doing anything, wanting to be chased or whatever. Now they have to step into their divine masculine energy and affirm the life that they want and become the magician like you have, Yeah, right when I was saying letting things go with the flow, ebb and flow, allowing each other the room to grow in love. Because I feel like they see that with you. Like you guys are like night and day compared to these karmic connections that they dealt with. And when they think about your connection, they see how they themselves were acting like a karmic partner towards you. Let's just get some last messages here before we wrap up. So we have question. Okay. Question and change. Wow. So yeah, I feel like your person has been questioning, right? Because we saw 2 of Swords earlier. She's been pondering, thinking things through, what direction this person wants to go. And I said this earlier in the pre-shuffle that your person has been feeling trapped with their connection because they know it's not growing. It's not going anywhere. They're not on the same page. They're not growing together. They don't see themselves settling down with that person. They know that that's not where it's at. You know what I mean? And they're getting ready for change. Getting ready to get on their broom and clean house. Is what I'm hearing. Like it's time to clear the energy and open up a new portal, a new pathway, right? We saw the passageway card earlier. I just heard it's time. That's what Spirit is saying. It's time. Wow. Let's see. This one was hard to get out. This is just what Spirit wants you guys to know. The underworld. Hand over your known. A shift is near. Take a leap. Your journey is clear. Wow. I love this. Thank you, Spirit. Number 40. So if you've been questioning, right? If you have support from the universe to make this leap of faith, Spirit is saying, yes, you have our full support. Hand over what you know, what you're comfortable with, because things are shifting. And Spirit is saying, take a leap of faith because your journey is clear. Like there's nothing blocking you. There's nothing blocking you except you. You're your own blockage. Okay? Let's see what else. And it's interesting, we have 3 women here. So this kind of reminds me of like that passage of the, what is it? The wisdom, the maiden, and I forgot what else. It's late, guys. I'm sorry. But that's what it reminds me of. It's almost like you've gone through many experiences to where now you become wiser. Yeah, and now we have the bat again. This came out in my pre-shuffle earlier, number 6. Invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change. Okay. We got change on here twice, back to back. So Spirit is saying, invoke your own power and don't fear what's hidden, right? Because what's lurking is coming with undeniable change, right? Like, you can't deny this change that's coming. And it could be any relationship. With the number 6 reminds me of the Lovers. Bottom of the deck we have Banshee. Heed my warning, dear child, for what I hold is far from unsung lullabies. Swallow a nail and you can expect bleeding from within. Wow. This is so interesting because I feel like Spirit is warning you. If you don't change, if you don't go with the flow and change your path and your trajectory because you're holding on to the old, it's almost like you're swallowing poison, you know? That's crazy. You guys could be having dreams, is what I'm hearing, about swallowing something that you shouldn't be swallowing. So yeah, this is Spirit saying, like, please take my warning because the darkness is something to not take lightly. It's what I'm getting here, right? And it's saying swallow a nail and you can expect bleeding from within, right? So if we don't make sure that we take care of the things that we say, the things that we consume, the things that we entertain, pretty soon, before we know it, we are swallowing things that could hurt us, right? We're consuming things that are toxic for us. That's why we saw that poison earlier, opium. You know, we're basically swallowing things that could hurt us and make us bleed from it the inside out, and that's not good, you know? And that's when chaos can happen, right? Because then you have to go to the hospital, you know? Just trying to paint a picture here, but I don't feel like that's literal per se. But at the same time, it's like, you wouldn't willingly drink poison, so why would you do that metaphorically to yourself, right? I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. So make sure that you are aware of what you're entertaining, what you're consuming, what you're feeding your body, right? Take care of your temple, because change is coming no matter what. And you have to make sure that you're steadfast, you know what I mean? Like, you're preparing for the change and you're not just delaying the inevitable, right? Like, that you're not just standing in the way when the volcano's coming crashing down or whatever. I don't know. You know, like, you're taking cover is what I'm getting, because I saw this scene on the Rings of Fire. Is it Ring of Fire? What is it called? It's like a Lord of the Rings show that's on Prime. And there was a volcano that was coming down this village. And this girl just sat there. She didn't even take cover. She was just staring at it. So it's like, you got to make sure you're protecting yourself, because you have Spirit protecting you, but you also got to meet Spirit halfway and not also keep yourself vulnerable to destruction that's coming your way. You have to make sure that you're protecting your energy, especially when it comes to outside influences that could be steering you from following your true soul's calling, which is following your heart. Okay, let's get one more. Wow, we have the Skull of Light illumination. And we saw the Tower earlier, so I feel like Spirit is confirming here that you're going to get some kind of clarity, right, to step into your masculine divine energy so that you can finally move forward towards your new portal, your new chapter that you're supposed to embark on. Bottom of the deck, we have Dawn, the light after the darkness. I love that because, you know, none of us like change, right? But at the same time, it's almost like Spirit is saying you have to change. You have to go with the flow and you know, take cover for what's coming and prepare yourself, because either way we're moving forward, whether you want to or not. So you just have to let go of what no longer can help you on your path, you know what I mean, on your journey. Because as soon as you finally step into that new energy and you take a leap of faith and you know that Spirit has your back, because Spirit's saying your journey is clear, you know, just take a leap of faith, then you'll see that there will be light after that darkness that you just went through. Okay. Wow, look at this. Underneath that is skull of flowers creating through the ashes. I love this because it's true. It's like, and then not only are you going to go from an old chapter to a new one, you're going to be able to look back on those experiences and create something new out of those experiences that you went through, so that you can help other people, you know, see your work of art of what you've been through. And it starts with forgiveness, reducing your burdens. Okay? I love it. Wow, this is a very deep reading. Was not expecting that for Halloween. But I feel like it was very on point with the message that I was getting, you know, before I started recording. And, you know, I know it seemed like it was all over the place, but I just wanted to make sure that I was covering all the different storylines that, you know, as it applies to as many of you as I can, because it is a collective reading. But all in all, I feel like, you know, this fall, winter that's coming, Spirit really wants us to get ready for change, you know, because we are only our own obstacle because of our fears, or like, you know, not really taking Spirit seriously sometimes because we think we know best. But no, Spirit is saying, take my warning. Don't willingly, you know, drink poison, because you're going to end up in the hospital like that girl. Where is she? Where is she? You guys remember her card where she was like on that gurney with the... I always do this where I go through the cards and then they get all messed up. Right here. You're going to end up like this, a hot mess, like on a mental institution. But we don't want that. We want to make sure that we are the Empress, right? Right here. Chilling like a villain. Literally. I love this card. So cute. Just, oh, the Bride of Frankenstein, you know. I love it. And you can evolve to the next level of your life, whatever that may be. But it's going to be better than where you've been, you know. Awesome. So yeah, I hope that helped you guys. Comment below, let me know if it resonated. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, you know what to do. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.